which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All righty. Yes. Look at that. All right. First up, approval of the minutes.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes of September 12th.
I second it.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous, okay.
I make a motion that we authorize payment of bills for 2023, 2024 from the F&G funds vouchers number 212 through 227 in the amount of $5,872.12. A fund vouchers number 622 through 672 in the amount of $54,020.25. And the TNA fund vouchers number 29 through 32 in the amount of $19,445.10.
And I second it.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, all right. Let's see, reports, we've got dog control reports.
One run a month returned and
At large.
Make a motion that we accept the dog control report.
I'll second that.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And old business grants overview.
We do have privilege of the floor, and I'd like to make a
I'm
motion
sorry.
that we have Brenda Contento, who is on number A. That way she doesn't have to stick around for the whole thing.
Yes,
Perhaps go during privilege of the floor.
sure. Fred, you want to go? Do you have anything?
Just a couple things quick, I guess. Can you hear me all right?
We can hear you just fine.
I was finally able to get an answer this morning on the possibility of putting Homer on the Preble signs. And under the manual of uniform traffic safety devices, they will not allow us to do that. So, but at least I got an answer. It took me about 5 different people before I got somebody that could say yes or no. So, and then the email that I sent to you this morning or yesterday, we can't thank you enough for making the call and helping us get the money that President or that Senator Seward promised. And it's supposed to be in our bank account on Tuesday morning. So,
That's good.
we
You're timely paying their bills, right?
So, and then what we're doing with the boardroom right there is just a little experiment. We've toyed with getting 3 more tables so that it would be just double what that is if you ever had a situation where you wanted 10 or 15 people around around a table. So,
Right.
and they don't have to stay up all the time. The clerks kind of thought if we set the room up the way it is now, then the audience could be, they could come in the center door and go both ways. So,
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
so, but that's really all I've got this time. Our meeting is next week where I present our preliminary budget. So.
Very good. Thank you, Fred.
All right. Thanks for the opportunity.
Always appreciate it.
I'm on.
You're on.
Okay. I'm Brenda Contento with Homer Winterfest chairperson, and I'm asking for permission to use the village. We have approval from the Congregational Church to use the green on January 26th and 27th of 2024. Our motto is "We're back."
Good.
And we're knee deep already, so I sure hope it's okay. We will not leave the roads closed at all.
Okay.
They're not offering a parade this year.
Okay.
There's been so little interest and it's so cold and so hard on the young ones.
Right.
So we've made a motion and approved not to have a parade this year. So I don't believe we need any roads closed. We'll need a banner put up. Sidewalks cleared if possible for ice sculptures on Friday, the 26th in the morning is usually when they're delivered. There's a chance we might get them Thursday or something. We haven't had contact with them yet
Okay,
in past. That's kind of what's been happening with that. I don't know what else we need to do at this point, or
well, I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna say, what else can we do? So we'll have, what are you doing for restroom facilities?
in the past, we haven't had any porta johns or anything brought in. I don't know that we really need them, only because most of the events are in buildings already.
Right,
The elementary school, the junior high, the intermediate schools all have bathrooms. Most of the businesses that are involved allow people to use their restrooms. The Elks and the Legion, of course, have bathrooms. The only place that there isn't a bathroom would be on the green, but the elementary school would be open, as well as I would suspect maybe the churches, but I don't know. I've asked the congregational anyway to let us know if they want to host anything. I haven't reached out to the other churches because I kind of stopped to wait to see what tonight brought.
did you really think we would say no to any of this?
Well.
Why would we say no to any of this? Winterfest is great, I love
Thank you.
Winterfest,
Thank
so. Yeah,
I was told that the village does not do any winter events, so that's why I'm here.
oh, that's
We'll
not-
talk there.
we'll talk, okay.
No, it wasn't me.
No, I didn't think it was me. Yeah, yeah, of course. I don't know, it doesn't sound like you're asking us for much at all, so.
It's just that the Winterfest was generally run by the Homer Business Association. That's,
Yeah,
I think that's all that may have gone into the ether there, is that it's driven by the Homer Business Association.
Correct.
It's magic.
Of them.
You work with the village for things that are needed, that's for sure.
yeah, I mean, if we can help, I mean, we generally. Kind of just throw it out there, we generally have paid, for like. Magic on Main or something like that for some sort of entertainment thing, like Dan the Snake Man or whatever like that. So I don't know if there's something that we could contribute a little bit of money towards it, to help
Fantastic.
it out.
Yep,
But-
let me get back to the video only because we were discussing that same sort of thing. And looking, for sponsors of different things. So let me see what people have found out at this point.
And fingers crossed that there's ice on the ice rink,
Exactly.
because that would make it really great, right?
It would.
If that was working, the weather cooperates. So,
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, I
it
hope the one
Operates
operates as well.
We've had warm winter fest and the ice sculptures last about 24 hours or maybe
Yeah.
48. Other times they last, 6 or 7 or 8 days, which is great.
yeah, the ice sculptures are fantastic,
They
so
are.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm super glad that it's coming back.
Great. Yep, we have a bunch of new volunteers and everybody's
Good.
pretty excited. The town so far has been very helpful and very excited with new people already wanting ice sculptures. So hopefully we'll have a record number out there this year.
That's great.
All right.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And just,
Hey, Hal, you need to approve the green, but it's still contingent on the church. They have not approved it. It's in the process. Paula told me it today. So we can't, so if you could approve it based on the, getting the church's approval.
Brenda says that they approved it today.
Reverend Vicky Bertson sent me a text that said it is approved this afternoon.
there you go.
Is this something that we need to vote on?
I don't know why we don't control it.
Yeah.
We do manage the green if they're using electric or the gazebo, and that's why you would vote on it. So that they
Using
have
what?
use of that.
They're not using
Not
it.
that I'm aware of.
Well, how about we go ahead and say yes, just in
Yeah,
case you ever decide to use the gazebo and need electric.
Change your mind.
Great,
Okay,
thank you.
so
I make a motion that the 2023-2024, or actually 2024 Winterfest is allowed to use the pavilion and electric therein if needed.
Great. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye. Thank you.
Unanimous. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Have a good
thank you.
evening.
And just let us know what else you need.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Good luck with everything that you have on this agenda, and thanks for letting.
Oh, this is a light one. This is an easy one.
Yeah, feel free to stick around.
I'll pass on that. I've been working all day. I'll go home for dinner.
All right.
Hope you guys get to go soon too.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank
too.
you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so
Uh,
next,
Old business grants overview.
yeah, that's overview.
We got some grants,
That's the overview.
30,000 feet.
Yeah,
Viewpoint, we got grants.
Well, seeing as,
May get more.
we are missing 2 members,
we can do it next time.
I would,
Might as well, because we're gonna have to do it again.
Next
yeah,
year.
I would say let's just do it next time because they don't need to be spieling this twice.
No,
And this could be a thing that's on old business at the second meeting. For the foreseeable future,
Yeah.
if you want, if necessary.
So I'll make a motion that we table the grants overview until the next meeting.
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Yes. Okay. B, approved listing of records to shred. See a list of boxes to be shredded?
They are using the new system, and this will help prevent the massive clog of hoarding that we went through and we have finally gotten hold on over 5 years.
No.
I make a motion that we authorize approve the listing of records to shred.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Those that are interested will have this at the front village office. It's mostly 2017 items.
All right, so next up, we've got a request to sell unused and surplus apparel and uniforms from the rec department. At various. At various recreation events, with the funds being used to help fund an outdoor movie night series on the Village Green in 2024.
So our wonderful new rec director, Andrew Pierce, has been doing an inventory of all old stored rec items, and he's found things that really don't have much use for us anymore, odds and ends from old uniforms and shirts, but it's Homer apparel, it could have some value, and so the hope is that we can pass it on to people who need it by selling it at some of our events.
Great idea,
Right,
and people definitely buy it.
so this
It's a great idea.
phrased kind of vaguely about where it will be sold based on his availability or the availability of other people. It will definitely be up for sale tomorrow night, though, at the fall festival.
Oh, great,
So there will be a table there. People want to go and see it.
fantastic.
And the rec committee discussed this last week and was hoping that we might come up with enough money that we could start to have some movies on the green next summer.
I think that's fantastic.
Does he have an inventory of what's surplus?
He does, but I do not.
If we could get a copy of that
Sure.
for next time, I'd say we go ahead, but we need a copy of that to approve it as surplus.
Okay.
And then how much is he thinking for the sale of each?
I don't think I don't know what number he's come up with.
Okay, I was just thinking that way we can project for oversight and management.
If we don't approve it tonight, they can't sell it tomorrow.
I'd say we
can,
but that
we just.
So, the only things they wanted to sell tomorrow would be sold around $5 each.
Okay,
They're just shirts. The other items that are for sale, when you see the pictures of there's shoulder pads, that actually would go to auction when we're auctioning, but the only things tomorrow would be more like old football shirts, old polos. There's items like that that would be sold. Then during basketball season, those would go and there'd be a price set for them.
okay.
Okay.
Just an accountability issue of whatever sold,
Mhm.
we need to see. That's it. So I would make a motion to approve this, but we need to see the books.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. I'll second your motion with that clarification.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
Grant,
Great.
does that pass the smell test?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's a great idea. Okay, next up, approve adding the accounts payable clerk to the bank accounts.
Letter D, one before.
Oh, did I skip one?
Yep.
Okay, approve letter adding accounts payable clerk and treasurer to respective accounts payable accounts.
I make a motion that we approve the letter adding the accounts payable clerk and treasurer to respective accounts payable accounts.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Approve adding accounts payable clerk to bank accounts.
I make a motion to approve adding the accounts payable clerk to bank accounts.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Next up, approve an additional check run.
I make a motion that we approve the additional check run.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Next up, approve budget adjustments.
Danny, I just had a question on reference 384 to 386. And the amount of $442.20. What was that for?
For 442.20, and it's between what accounts?
Reference number 384 to 386. Reduce budget $13,442.20. Adjust and then adjust to beginning balance and reverse prior entry backwards.
I put it in backwards, and that was just fixing it because I entered it backwards.
Okay. So it pretty much stayed where it was.
Yeah, I just literally put something in backwards, so I had to reverse it when I entered it. So, and you have to actually show it in that system. You can't delete it.
Okay. I make a motion that we approve the budget adjustments.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Joke. Let's see. Approve Homer Fire Department golf cart operators for Fall Fun Night 9/27/23.
So the policy didn't come in because Tony's looking up a couple items for me, but so none of the drivers are allowed to drive until the policy is approved. But because we're opening the walkway to the river, we wanted to have a golf cart in case somebody fell and got hurt. So the two drivers are EMS drivers only and can only use it during the event and then can't drive to the next board meeting.
I'll make a motion that we approve the Homer Fire Department golf cart operators for Fall Fun Night 9/27/23 as EMS drivers only for the event only.
No, I'll second it.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. All right, okay, we've got openings on the ZBA. Let's see, looks like we need two things. We need a cemetery commissioner. Who participates in the general oversight of the site. And we need an alternate member for the ZBA. So if anyone out there is interested, we'll put it in home news and other things too.
Yep.
So, all right. Let's see, next up. Let's see, project presentations. Yeah, so the presentations are tomorrow, 2 to 5 at the Center for the Arts for the non-public projects. So if people want to come and see what the DRI projects are for the non-public ones, it'll be tomorrow 2 to 5. And then immediately following that will be Fall Fun Night, Wednesday, also September 27th from 5 to 8. And that got a lot of stuff going on. It's from the Village Green to the community building. Free ride, crafts, magic show, basketball rodeo, food and face painting. Let's see, pony rides, music, Doc Wisemore in Real Country, that's Buzz's band, isn't it?
Yep.
Come and listen to Buzz, he's got a good voice.
I think Center for the Arts is gonna have some other folks playing too,
Oh, good.
roving around.
And there's gonna be a farmer's market, kids craft, fire department truck rides, kids can go on the ladder truck or one of the engines. Let's see, horse and carriage rides. Yeah, a lot of stuff. So hopefully everyone comes out to that. It's gonna be great. The weather should be nice. I think, I don't know.
Supposed to be.
Let's see, and then a DRI public workshop, number 2
Thursday, October 5th.
is Thursday, October 5th. Downstairs here in the senior center,
Yep, 37.
5:30 to 7. People should go back for that and check stuff out. Man, anything?
Have nothing.
Nothing, he's got nothing. He's thinking about going home and watching Magnum PI. Y'all,
Thank you for all that. Appreciate it.
that series holds up, I'm gonna say that right now, it holds up. It's fantastic. All right, I'm gonna invite board members.
I know nothing from me.
Nothing for me. Just for the DRI, yeah, I say nothing, I'm gonna do that, I'm sorry. The DRI, for those that want to come to the project presentations, it's focused towards the LPC. But I find it highly informative, even though they're not taking public input at that point. But if you want to hear what the projects are,
Oh, yeah.
that is the perfect place. That way, when you go to the fall fun night and they ask you questions about what you think, you'll have better information.
Exactly.
The October 5th is really when they're looking for the heavy duty feedback from the public at that point. That's where you'll really get your voice heard.
Very good. All right. And questions from the media?
Hey, just one quick question. And of course I forget it the second I start talking. For tomorrow's presentations, is that just the people who proposed those private projects telling the local planning committee about it, or will there be any decisions made?
No decisions made. It's just presenting their projects to the local planning committee. Yeah.
Okay. And then when is the next local planning committee meeting after that? Do you know?
I guess
It's October 5th in the afternoon.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Well, then I would look for a motion to go into executive
Hal?
session.
Can we tell the residents one thing? Cortland County Hazardous Recycling only does a one time per year for free, and it's October 7th. Any hazardous materials, 8 to 12.
All right, 8 to 12 hazardous materials down at the recycling center. On October 7th, you say?
Yep, October 7th.
Well,
Saturday.
my advice, if you're gonna go early, because the lines get long. Very long. But it's your one chance. Fancy, don't let me down. All right, and I would make motion that we go into executive session per the New York State Public Officer Law, Article 7, Section 105, to discuss a real estate matter.
And contract.